Rita, we have been talking about Draymond Green all week, it feels like.
All
He was
year. What do you mean?
he's been suspended
Forget
by
the
the
week.
NBA indefinitely. And the Warriors did lose again last night, but Draymond is still really the headline right now. We heard from the GM, Mike Dunleavy. We heard from Steve Kerr. Um, I feel like Dunleavy maybe inadvertently alluded to the fact that this may be around 15 to 20 games, or at least in their mind, because he talked about we'll have to see what the team looks like over the next 15 to 20 games. That just feels like an arbitrary number to drop. Like there has to be some significance of it. But, Steve Kerr spoke and Stephen Curry spoke, and everyone's speaking about the fact that like Draymond just needs to get better. And they centered him in that way, and the fact that he needs to get help. And there's been a lot of Rudy Gobert, Kevin Durant, even Nurk, a lot of players, the players that he attacked, saying he needs to get help. So, and they're talking about counseling and therapy. So it kind of seems like they're talking about like focusing on his mental health, which is good. Obviously, Kerr says we have to get the Dre that did all these acts, Jordan Poole, other stuff. That's the one that needs to change. It's just my only thing is like that sounds really good, Steve Kerr, but I feel like this organization has enabled Draymond.
I completely agree with you. Are you complicit in his behavior? That is the question that they need to ask themselves. Have you allowed this to happen? Have you not done your part in trying to make sure that this is not a continuing thing? And look, I get it. Draymond Green is his own man, so it's not like I'm taking accountability from him. We know that he's wrong, right? But did we not go to therapy before? I'm just curious to know what the issues were. If he doesn't come out of this, Nat, like Shaquille Sunflower, and if you watch enough Martin episodes, you know exactly what I'm talking about, then what exact change are we seeing from Draymond Green? He's a 33-year-old man who has been enabled this entire time and empowered. There's nothing until something happens to him, and by something happens, I mean him being, excused from his duties as the Warriors, player, and moving on, and other teams just not wanting to deal with Draymond. I am not sure anything's going to change because the next team would enable him and the team after that would enable him. So there's a lot of work here that's going to have to be done in terms of Draymond being a better person on the field. Because I can't speak about what he is off the court. What right. He's doing on the court, though, is dangerous behavior. And if you can't get a hold of that dude, I'm just not really sure how this is supposed to end, other than thank you for your time, Draymond. Thanks for the memories. We had a great ride, but right. the ride is over.
Listen, the thing about that'll be key with Draymond is not just therapy while he's away, but continued, right? And we saw that with Ja Morant because he was out. They said he went to therapy. It was like a few days, and then he came back and acted up again, and he got suspended for 25 games. I'm still a little funny about how the NBA is handing out suspensions for certain things and not other things. But Ja spoke today and spoke about coming back. He'll be back next Thursday and spoke about the importance of therapy and how it's helping him. I hope that Ja's continuing to go to therapy because that's what I think Draymond needs as well. But what do you think about that?
Yeah, you and I are two people that are very pro-therapy. We believe in the power of therapy. It is just something that I believe that everyone should at least have a dosage of. And what I really hope is that Ja took this time seriously about therapy and allowed himself to be vulnerable, allowed himself to be open about what it is that he's going through. Because he admitted that there's some things that we don't know about, that he was dealing with his family that we were unaware of. So I just really hope that he took this therapy time and the time that he had off just to really learn himself, who he is, what it is that he's doing wrong, and just figuring out how he could be a better person, how he could be a better father, and even better player to help his team, because the team really does need him right now. And he did admit that he felt like he was letting his team down with everything going on. So we just hope that Ja is getting better.
Hey, thank you for watching Brother from Another. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget you can catch us 3 to 4 weekdays on PeacockTV.com and on Sirius XM Channel 85.